Alright guys, so yesterday I updated the PvP tier list for the Wind Archer update, and in today's video I wanted to go and update the PvE tier list for this new update before the release of Pastry Cookie Magic Candy as well as Mint Choco Cookie Magic Candy. So here we go guys, just keep that in mind that this is going to be a tier list based on my experience as well as my opinion, and I want to say this is going to exclude the guild boss battle teams because those are going to require more of a specific team as well as specific lineup. And I do have some changes for this tier list, so let's get right into it. So starting with the stay away, like always, is going to be from Sonic all the way down to Kumio. As you guys can see, we have taken out Pastry from this one because of the fact that Pastry did get that rework, which is actually honestly really good. So next one is going to be our C tier for Candy Diver all the way up to our Sparkling, so nothing really has changed here. Next one is going to be tier from Clotted Cream all the way down to our Cherry Blossom. Hopefully some of these cookies that did not receive a Magic Candy can receive a Magic Candy, and who already has a Magic Candy possibly receive a rework down the line so that they become more viable as well, or maybe a new game mode will come out and make them more stronger or make them more viable in that specific one as well. Next one is going to be our A tier from Pitaya all the way down to Licorice and Cotton at the bottom. So right now from the A tier, I am really looking out for Eclair as well as Cotton Cookies Magic Candy, two of my most favorite epic cookies that we have had so far. But yeah, we have these cookies right now. They're usable, they're viable in certain situations and can be used, but of course if you guys have something better, then you want to use something better as well. Alright, and the next one is going to be our Situational. So as you guys can see, it is a little bit of a different color than before because of the fact that I did change up the tier list a little bit here, and it's going to stay pretty much the same for here. The non-awakened Dark Cacao Cookie all the way down to BTS, and the one that we need to talk about, and I'm gonna leave it up to you guys and let me know down in the comments below, is gonna be Mint Choco. So as of right now, Mint Choco is going to be absolutely amazing for something like the guild boss battle, but for the overall general PvE, excluding the guild boss battle, the rework is great, but still you're gonna be just kind of like doing a little bit of damage. You still have that little bit of healing, and then you do have the attack speed increase. But in general PvE standpoint, like the world exploration and stuff like that, you're really going to be using Mint Choco for that attack speed if anything. So I am still putting it at the situational, but you guys can let me know down in the comments below if you guys think that he deserves a higher rank or a specific rank that you guys feel like he fits better in. Alright, and pretty much that's going to stay the same. Attack increase, purify, zap effects, healing reduction. BTS is just literally just there because it's BTS situational, if you guys even have this cookie. Caramel shoe, just like a basic stat increase, and that's pretty much it. And then now moving on to the S tier. Alright, it's gonna be from Moonlight all the way down to Linzer. Alright, so you guys can see that these cookies are going to be pretty much really good cookies that can be used and has been used, but not going to be like super OP that fits in every single situation, in my opinion. Of course they can, but there are going to be better options as well. So the sad thing is going to be Moonlight. Moonlight cookie is going to be one of those cookies that has turned more supportive and then goes more into a offensive side once you guys get a higher level Crystal Gem. But again, overall, compared to the other ones right now inside of the PvE section, damage and stuff like that going to be a little bit less. And then we have Hollowberry. I have moved up Space Donut to the S tier because of the fact that you're able to turn enemies into donuts. You're able to give the defense reduction and a pretty decent tank as well. And then we have the other situational freezes or frost effect here. Sign of the Star, pretty good defense, shield destroyer and multiple hits. We have weakness debuff. We have prune juice with the hit shield for the jellies. We have Captain Caviar with a good burst. We have blueberry pie with the laser that sometimes affects enemies that are going to be in the PvE section. Pretty good damage from Tartatan, but has definitely fallen off with the new beast mode and master mode as well. Caramel Arrow, pretty good burst damage as a dark cookie. Pastry now going to be in the S tier with the new Ricochet, Tailwind's effect as well, and Magic Candy coming out. I'm probably going to see even a higher increase in the tier possible. And then we have Linzer with the debuffs. All right, guys, next one is going to be our SS tier, and actually the change that has happened is going to be that there is a tier higher than this that I have created upon the conversations that I've had with other Cookie Run Kingdom players that thought, me just separating this specific group of cookies are going to just be beneficial, because these cookies are absolutely just shredding the PvE section of the game. So I'll get into that later. But for the SS tier, we're going to start out with our Wind Archer cookie, the newest legendary. And then we're going to go all the way down to our Snapdragon, and then Star Coral all the way down to Cream Puff. So these cookies right over here, let's start out with the supports from Parfait all the way down to Cream Puff. Are going to be really, really good support cookies / healers. I have moved up Pure Vanilla actually all the way to the SS tier from the S tier, because there's a lot of stages still and that are getting added that actually has injury, and of course injury can only be alleviated right now by Pure Vanilla. And you still have the good amount of burst heal, you have good amount of HP shield. You do also have the periodic heal if you guys can't get the HP shield up to the cookies, and Pure Vanilla just has higher stat than most cookies as an ancient cookie as well. And then we have Cream Ferret, probably one of the best fill-in slot as a support to give that extra damage and buffs to the actual damage dealer inside of the team. And then we have Parfait with the debuff immunity, good healing, good buffs, and all of those things. Peach Blossom too, good buffs, healing as well. Icicle Yeti, Snapdragon, there are going to be those safeguarded cookies that are going to be great. But if you guys do decide to use it, then probably try to stay away from using it with Mystic Flower, so that Mystic Flower is able to do the maximum amount of healing, again, like Green Ferret and Parfait, Peach Blossom, even Star Coral. Star Coral is amazing. Cream Puff 2 is going to be really, really good. Now going into the tanks, so we do have the two tanks of Crimson Coral as well as Elder Fairy. So these two are going to still be very, very good tanks, especially Crimson Coral if you guys are deciding to just run her as the main tank, and then you just want to have a bunch of other like damage dealers and healers in the back. That's a very simple way of beating a lot of the stages still. And then we have Elder Fairy, who's a good tank, has the taunt as well and things like that. And then we do have the burst damage dealers, White Lily, Frost Queen, our Golden Cheese, Black Pearl, as well as Sea Fairy. So we have Golden Cheese with a good amount of damage, has the revive as well. So that's another bonus that you guys have. Frost Queen, the freeze, crystal jam effects and everything. White Lily, just an amazing burst damage dealer with the healing. Black Pearl going to slightly be less in the damage, but still you do have that effect of gathering the enemies together, allowing your cookies to deal damage easily if that's the case. Also does have that damage resist bypass effect from the crystal jam. We have Sea Fairy, who has received a cooldown reduction buff as well as some extra damage to summon units as well, so that does help out. And also faster rotation inside of that enhanced tsunami effect of her crystal jam effect. Fitness here still really, really good with that debuff immunity, as well as all those extra effects that you're able to give to your entire team, as well as that one cookie that she is protecting. We have the elemental weakness debuff from the Rebel, so Rebel does work out really, really well with someone like the Dark team, Thunder team, and even Frost team as well. We have Dark Choco with that extra crit damage, as well as the darkness damage if you guys are deciding to do that. We have our Burnt Cheese, who is going to have that stun effect, damage focus, as well as being able to protect one of the cookies with the debuff immunity. And then we have a Creme Brulee, who's still really, really good. Definitely worse than Wind Archer, still a great damage dealer in my opinion. And then we have our Mango, who is going to deal a good amount of damage, knockback, attack boost, as well as the weakness debuff. All right, now moving on to the last tier is going to be the quote-unquote OP tier. All right, so the reason why I've made it this tier is because of the fact that Right now, if you guys use a combo of Twizzly as well as Black Lemonade, you could pretty much clear almost every single stage inside of the World Exploration / Beasties episode. Of course, not everything, and of course, you do need to build them properly with the magic candy and everything, but these 2 cookies are going to be amazing. Additional to that, if you add in someone like Stormbringer, very good to combo it up. Or, I mean, honestly speaking, you'll probably drop her down to the SS tier, but I'm just going to keep it here. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about that. Dark Cacao, Awaken, super good. Very sustainable by himself. Good damage. Very good tank as well. So I'm going to put it at the OP. And of course, Mystic Flower, who is absolutely just broken inside of the game right now for almost every single stage that we have. So that is pretty much going to wrap it up for the PvE tier list, guys. Of course, now I have added that OP tier. If you guys think, again, Stormbringer should come down to the SS tier, or if you guys think any of the other cookies deserve a rank up or down, let me know down in the comments below. If you guys want to talk about it, directly as well, you guys can also contact me on Discord. That is also an option. But thanks for watching, guys. If you guys haven't checked out the PvP tier list yet, then please do on the screen in front of you, as well as something like the Wind Archer review, as well as the gacha that I've done as well. Thanks for watching.